Good morning, everybody. I am Pitamar Mesri from Jani Dhansura, and I will teach you chapter number 4, the forest, society, and colonialism. Okay, let us see from the PPT. This is the PPT. Let us see here. Right, so, okay. This is myself, Pitamar Mesri, and I prepare this PPT for you. Let us see next. Last night, chapter 4, forest, society, and colonialism. Okay, let us see the slide. What we learned in this chapter. हम इस चैप्टर के अंदर क्या पढ़ेंगे? Okay, these are the points which we will learn here. Why deforestation? Deforestation क्या था? ठीक है? And then the rise of commercial forestry. Why the people develop the commercial forestry? Okay, how were the lives of people affected? After the coming the people, British people in Basta, Chhattisgarh in India, what happened and how the life effect of the people who living in the forest. Then next point is the Forest Act means hardship for the villagers across the country. In whole our country there was some problems because of the rule made by the British colonial government in India. That we will see how it's affecting to the people. Okay, and who could hunt. And also before you will know, now also many there you will go the Nagaland, Manipur like that in the northeast part. There many people are there who hunts animals, and there is their main food by hunting they are getting. That is a situation, we can say the climate, environment is like that. But when the people came, who? The British people came and they make some rules, some law. So there was according to the law only some people can hunt or some not, and who is hunting and who have the right and who have not, we will see that. Okay, next is about the trade, how there before the people were working and now how that is changing. What I mean, the profession of the people, we can say that their job, their work, how is getting the change. Then we will see when it affected the life of people, then forest people, they start to make the rebel, they make the movement, we will see also. And then next is war and deforestation. What was the effect of the First World War and Second World War on these rules and colonial government. Then next point will be about the modernization in forestry development, what happened after getting the country free. Let us go to the next slide. Let us see the next slide. What is the deforestation? If simple language, you will say what? When if you will cut the trees from the forest, it will be the deforestation. Okay? Simple language, to cut. When we will cut the plant, it will be deforest, and when we will grow the plant, it will be the plantation. So let us see the technical language. Deforestation is cutting down trees indiscriminately in a forest area under the colonial rule. It become very systematic and expensive. What we are looking here that when the forest area like the reserve area is there, if we will cut the trees, though we will call it deforestation. Okay, next we will see why deforestation. Now we will look the why the people cut the trees. We will see in the commercial area also, then commercial forestry we will see why they are planting and after why they cut. So we will see the different aspect like to making the railway track, then see they are cutting the trees. The disappearance of the forest is refers to the deforestation. Another technical language is disappearance of the forest. If the trees will be disappeared from forest, we will call it deforestation. Is that clear? Let us go to the next slide. Land to be improved. In their language, systematic language, they told who? The British colonial government, they told that is we are going to improve the land. You can see there the many animals are there, many people they are collecting the foods from there, gathering the fruits, vegetables, many. The British directly encourages the production of commercial crops like the jute, sugar, wheat and cotton. Actually British people, they are telling we are improving the what? Land. And they cut the forest and they wanted to make it, they wanted to change that land into the commercial land. That's why the people are growing jute, sugar, wheat and cotton for purpose of selling it in international markets to make the commerce, to make the trade. They can earn a lot, a big profit. Let us see how they work. Simple slippers on the train. You know slippers? When the people are making the slippers for the train and track, they are using the wooden and they start to cut. We will call it what? Deforestation. Because of, we can see they are cutting the trees, and after, you can see in this image, they cut trees, then trees will disappear from forest. So we will call it deforestation. And other, you can see 1815 decades, and after the 19th century, you can see in the oak forest that was disappeared in Britain. So they need a good quality of wooden for purpose of their navy ship. To making the ship, they people are cutting the tree and they export this wood from out of India to their country Britain. Let us see the next. This is the, sorry, we have seen this already. We have seen also this. One second. Let us see this. Sorry, there is some problem, I think. Natural forest loss, the rise of commercial before plantation. So what they are doing? They cut the trees, not only the people commercial crops like the grain purpose of their population, and they are also growing sugarcane, jute, maximum things are coffee, plantation also, and coffee farm, tea farm also. You can see for the purpose of railway sleeper and ship wooden, they people are growing the very big trees which can give them a good quality wood. You can see they are in the systematic way. In a one farm, in a one land or one area, they are growing the same community plant. We can see here. Same plant they are growing, like if there is oak, then they are growing the oak only, and in the line also in the queue. Okay? And tea, coffee, rubber plantation also they are. That is the purpose of commercial trade. Okay, let us see the next. Rise of commercial forestry. So what we will say? Because of the people all doing this purpose of the commerce, purpose of the trade, so we will see the commercial forestry, and the people made the law also for that to stopping the common people who are living in the forest area. We can see they started up the service, forest service in 1864. They are starting the one forest service 1864. Then forest act is coming in 1865. You can see. And then they are making the one research institute in the Dehradun in 1906. For what purpose? To researching that what type of the trees they can grow in different area, so they can earn more and more. Let us see the next. And they are calling it, whatever they are growing the trees, they are planting the tree in a one row. They are calling it scientific forestry. Okay, let us see the next. Natural forest loss. You can see actually what the people that they are telling, we are doing the what? Scientific forestry. But in that way, whatever the beginning from coming in the forest, there was the mix up of the many type of the community plants are there, trees are there. But they cut down and they are growing there, they are planting the one type of plant, purpose of their good quality wooden and other things, and they are telling it what? Scientific forest. But by that way, natural forest lost. Okay? Then let us see the next. Forest survey, and the people make the also survey in which area we can plant the new type of the plants. So there is another thing will come again, the same what? That is profit and only profit. So we will say forest at 1865, I will tell you before has come, and they are then changing the law again. They make some change twice, you can see. They made the law in this law was first act related to the forest in 1865. Then you can see 1878 they changed. Then 1927 they again changed. And what change making they are in 1878? They are dividing that forest in the three way. You can see one was the reserved and reserve area, protected area, and village forest. Only in the village forest, they people, the common people, the village people, the jungle people, they can collect the trees. But if anybody, jungle people who are living in the forest area, if that tribe, that person will come in the reserve area, it will they will take anything, they will get a punishment. Let us see the next. How will the lives of the people affected? Now we will see. The people are gathering a lot of things from forest. They are gathering, they are hunting, they are taking the food to making their house. Even we will see in the next slide, you can see. And the village wanted forest with a mixture of species. So what? The village people, the jungle people, they want a mixture forest where the different communities and a lot of communities of the plants are there in the jungle, in the forest, so they can survive easily in the forest. It means what? The jungle people, almost all things they are getting from the jungle, which is the natural. But before the slide we have seen the people who, the British colonial people, the old lady cuts the natural forest and they grow according to them, they plant according to them. So now these things the village people, I mean jungle people, they can't get. And let's see what type of the village people, jungle people they are using. We can see roots. When I am telling the jungle people, it means what? The people who are living in the forest area. The people who are living in the forest area. Okay? See, root, leaves, fruit, tubers, many type of things they are getting. And we will see. Wood for agriculture, implement like dogs, straw, bamboo, a lot of things the forest people they are getting from it. And we can see, and many things they are making from. They are making the umbrella from the wooden. From the leaves they are making the plate, cups. You can see many. And this is the one sidey. They are telling they are making the rocks from the sidey plant. And you can see there is some samur trees which they are using for the vegetables. And you can see they are getting the oil for the cooking also, for making the light also from the forest. And mahua tree also, you can see in there they are collecting the mahua. Let us see the next. The Forest Act means survey hardship of the village across the country. When they people who the British colonial government, when they make the rule, they converted, they are making that act is coming in which year? 1865. And twice they changed in 1870 and 1927. We have seen in 1878 they changed, they divided the forest in three parts: reserved, protected, and village forest. So what? The people they can't gather the things whatever they are getting before from the forest. So their life was very hard for the people who living in the forest. Let us go to the next slide. Revelation in the forest. If life of the people will be hard, and they people, forest people, they are totally depend on the forest. They have no any other things for surviving. So what we will do? In the last thing we will see, the people make the rebel. They make the revolt movement. We will see here the Sindhu and Kanu. These are the leader of the Santhal Pargana. Okay, and then we will see Birsa Munda. He was the Chota Nagpur ka Pathan. If you know the geography, you will know the where is the Chota Nagpur Pathan. That is the some part of the Odisha, Jharkhand is coming. The Birsa Munda was there. Alluri Sitaram Raju. This person was in the Andhra Pradesh in the Guntur area. You can see he is also making the revolt. And then in the Bastar we will see the men, especially in the Bastar, which in the southern Chhattisgarh we will see there is the central part is the plateau, and we will see how the people are making the what? Revolt. Especially we will see about the Bastar in 1910 moment. This is the Bastar, you can see this is the Indian map, and there is the Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh area you can see, and this is the map of the Bastar. You can see this Bastar was, there is the Indravati river is going Bastar from east to west, and Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Maharashtra are touching to this district, and this is the southern part of the Chhattisgarh. Let us see what is there. Different communities you can see, Muria, Gonda, Durvas, and Bhatras, Salvas. They are different communities they are living, and they people show the respect, the spirit of river, forest, whatever. They have the respect for the natural all things, whatever is plantations are there, trees are there, river are there. Even the people are their festival also related to the land. They have the respect for their land. And we will see here every year there is a big hunt. And you know what? The people have the some rules of there. One village person can't go in the another village jungle. whatever the people are collecting the things, they can collect. They have divided already. There is in every village there was the headman, and that headman is dividing the area. Every year there was one meeting. They hunt where in the headman the people are hunt. They are cluster village and they meet and they discuss about the forest area. If any problem and trouble in the forest, they all are discussed. And then they are deciding the area of the village. That village person can hunt, they can collect, they can gather the things, food, vegetables, leaves, whatever they want in their village area only. Okay? Sorry, that's next slide is come. We have seen this already. This. So, but we have seen there is that type of the functions rule is naturally by those people. They people getting the things from only their village area. We have seen here. Rebel against the British. Most villages were distracted as people fell into jungle. Let us see the next. We will see. We are talking about the Bastar. That is in India in the Chhattisgarh part. Before it was Chhattisgarh was the part of the MP, and how the Chhattisgarh, that Bastar was surrounding the some other state, Maharashtra, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh. We have seen. Now we will see. We will compare the Bastar with the one place that is the Java in the Indonesia. Okay, friends, we will see the Java in Indonesia and what happens there during the colonial government. Okay, here you can see this is the famous place, the Java, and what the people, you can 1600, and the population of Java was the 3.4 million. And there is one community, Kalans. They are famous for cutting the trees and shifting the cultivators. So Mataram kingdom, during the Mataram kingdom in 1755, 6,000 Kalan families, they are divided between the two states. And then we can see in the 1770 Kalans resisted by the attacking Dutch fort. Why? When the Dutch people are coming in the Java, then they people make the what? Resistance. I mean, they were not happy with the policy of Dutch people, and they attacked in 1770 on the Dutch fort, but they were suppressed. Dutch people, they suppressed them using their army. Let us see the next. And this is the maps Java. Before I also show you this, you can see the island in the Ilmasagar, I mean the Indian Ocean, and there is one island. This is the Sumatra, this is the Java island of the Indonesia. Here the Dutch people were ruling, and 1892 you can see 280,000 sleepers were sent and they were exported. Okay, and now they also, like the Bastar, they people are changing the rule. British, the Dutch people are making the law in the Java area, and there was the something the inspired to the people for what? That who will oppose them, they will give the punishment, and if they will work for them, okay, if they will cut tree for them, and they will what? Work for them as a labor, so they will give something. You can see the Dutch first imposed rent on the, they imposed the rent on land being cultivated the forest, and they, this is I think in problem in smart TV. Rent on the land being cultivated the forest, and then accepted some village from these rents if they work collectively to provide free labor and buffaloes for cutting and transporting timber. If transporting the timber, the people, village people, they will have them, they will not give them punishment. Okay, if they will not, then they need to pay the rent for their common lands. Okay, and who will help them? So they call it this system knowingly. I'm sorry, some problem is there. We have no their projector, so we are using this one. The Dutch first imposed rent. I'm sorry, once again I need to go back. They put rent on their own land, and who will provide them free labor and buffaloes for cutting and transferring the timber, so they will not take the rent, and if they will not providing free labor and buffaloes, then they will impose the rent. In this system they call it Blandong de Estate system. Okay, and around 1890 we can see Suronitiko Samin of the Rendu Breton village, a teak forest And then we can see they start to make the questioning to the state. Why? In the forest we have the everything, wind, water, earth, wood, this everything is free. So why we should pay the rent? And then people start to make the rebels like the Basta people, they make the rent. Let us see the next, what was the situation during the war. During the war, what happened? You can see in the India, these were the British people, and they people, what happened? The people, whatever trees they cut here, they are selling, they are exporting to there. Okay, from the Sule Pagoda, and the people are preparing the 1970. You can see there are very big ship, and they are exporting from India. In the Java, we have seen the Japan occupied in the Second World War their place. Actually, Japan army has come in the Java. Japanese army has come. So, Dutch people to operating from the Java's Japanese army, they people thought they will take the advantage. So, Dutch people, they destroyed the old wooden cut by them and old trees. And we will see next what is new type. Now this is since 98 decades, we can see Asia, Africa, many areas they got the free and they are doing works according to them. And this is a new development in forestry. Mizoram, in Kerala, you can see how the people are changing their forest. Okay. So by this way, our this is going to end. Thank you very much.